kept you waiting, huh?
So, I think more and more everything is just becoming blurred and people are playing what they're going to play on. And at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and whatnot. But, but something else that I wanted to touch on, you kind of, I kind of wanted to bring this in when we were talking about Red Dead, in that Red Dead, the only way you can really play the original Red Dead now from a console is if you're on PlayStation. You have to have PlayStation Now, and you have to have a strong enough internet connection to stream it
Wow,
from a basically what is a virtual PS3 in a server somewhere.
that's insane.
Whereas on Xbox, you can I believe they added backward compatible support to be able to play Red Dead One,
Hmm.
and they actually never released a PC port on PC. So Red Dead 1 is sort of lost to the times, and the average person doesn't really have
That experience,
that experience or even really like a
Unre-
solid way to play it these
and
days.
that's a great play, to be honest. Um,
Yeah,
I I played it a couple. I think I have a video. I thought I had a video on my channel, but it was like shot with a camera
like a
phone,
camera
so
phone
it's
back
not
in the
great
day.
quality. But and that was like 6 years ago. So and that was off of
Yeah.
uh, Xbox,
Well, I mean, whichever one. Yeah,
maybe
yeah, it might
question
have been your
mark.
Xbox.
I can't remember what it was,
No,
but I
no, it would have
remember
been
um
PS3, I think.
PS. I'm so sorry, PS3. Yeah, and that's a great game, and that sucks that it's like that. It's in a weird,
Well, it is in a
well,
weird
it's a
spot.
weird way to acquire, or
Yeah,
it's a more roundabout way.
yeah. I mean, because and this is something that console platforms, and of course, it didn't come out on PC, so it's like it's not like they could have done anything about it, but
Mhm.
it's sort of lacking, and which is very important is game preservation. You basically have to have a PS3 if you want to play this game,
Yeah.
or an Xbox, a platform where you
Mhm.
can backwards compatibility play it. But that's another kind of a highlight and benefit to getting a gaming PC or something that can at least handle some level of gaming, in that you've got emulators, and basically what those do are they're virtual consoles that you can run games on. So for instance, on my computer, I have a virtual GameCube,
That's
a
insane.
virtual PS3, a virtual PlayStation 1, 2,
And
a
you have to
virtual
download
PSP.
and you have to download the games on those virtual systems platforms.
Yes. So
Yes.
technically
So it's like a
there's
double download. Like you download the what is it like a what a
like an ISO file,
like
which
a
is like a
server, not server, a file, sorry.
you basically download a file that would have been basically like the same that's on a disk, right?
Hmm.
Um, but that's if you want to go the not necessarily legal route. You
Yay,
technically what you should
illegal.
be doing is ripping those games from the actual games that you have, which can be done. But in this day and age, everybody's downloading shit, so you know,
Run it.
people are downloading these games, and if you do some research, you can find some
Alternative
websites,
ways.
some alternative means to download these games that
Yay.
are otherwise kind of lost to history. And another one that we definitely got to mention is Metal Gear Solid 4, and that basically the only way you can play that on a
Mhm.
is PlayStation Now,
That's terrible.
to stream it, or you download the PS3 emulator, and if you have a beefy enough PC
Beefy.
to run that, you can run it. But here's the kicker though, is the PS3 generation in particular, and even some of the older ones, what you can do with the settings is not only can you play this game on PC, but you can actually push it to that next level where the frame rate is increased, the resolution, the internal resolution is increased, so everything looks sharper, everything looks smoother,
Sweet.
and you know, thanks to you, I got a PS3 controller at the house, so I
Hey.
can play the original Metal Gear
Just a
HD collection and 4 on my PS3 emulator and have the full experience, and I mean, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it's kind of a shame that we have to kind of bring it amongst ourselves as gamers to bring these games back from the dead essentially, and tons of people worked on getting this thing
Yeah,
playable on a computer. Not to open up another can of worms, but the
that's
PS3
that's a deep dive
architecture,
there.
it's a deep dive, but the PS3 architecture was notoriously difficult to work with, and
Yeah.
it's hard to emulate that on a regular computer. And so a lot of work has been done to make that possible,
Hmm.
but it's there basically, and it's a beautiful thing. But that's another element of PC gaming that I wanted to kind of shout out.